Hello ladies and gentlemen, let's have a look at the build we are going to run today in today's video, how to play Freddy. First up, we're using discordance. Anytime two survivors or more are working on the same generator, generator is always highlighted in yellow for 12 seconds. You'll also get a sound notification as if the survivors were missing the skill check. Hex Ruin, self-explanatory, all survivors affected by Ruin. Good skill checks result in 5% regression on the generator, and the only way they'll not regress is if they hit a great skill check, and that will be 0% progression. Martin Abuse, take your terror radius down or your lullaby radius down by 8 meters unless you're in a chase, and your field of view is increased by 10 degrees. His terror radius will go down from 24 meters down to 16, his lullaby. Last but not least, we are running barbecue and chili. After hooking a survivor, all of the survivors always are revealed to you for 4 seconds when they are further than 40 meters, and each time you hook a different survivor there'll be a 25 stackable bonus onto your blood point gain at the end of the match, up to a maximum of 100%, so you can basically double your blood points gains. And the add-ons we're using are the jump rope, which tremendously decreases survivors' action speed when in the dream world, which will slow down their self-caring, and generator repairing, where they'll try and miss the skill check to wake up, so the jump rope will help with that. And we're using Z block, tremendously reduces the dream transition time to fall asleep is reduced by 2 seconds, so it'll be 5 seconds instead of 7. Survivor put in for double XP, which will double your blood points, and also with barbecue and chili you'll get a nice blood point gain at the end of the match. So we're playing on Fractured Cowshed, Coldwind Farm, not an ideal map for killers because of all the corn, so it can play a bit of havoc, especially if they're hiding. We spawn near the ruin, so we're not going to make it obvious and go too close. So bear in mind our lullaby radius now is down to 16 meters with monitor and abuse, unless we're in a chase. That is discordance telling me that there's at least 2 survivors there. So we'll try and get some into the dream world. There's one. They don't seem to be moving. A little bit too early there. So they're now in the dream world. I'm just looking for the other survivor, because I know there were 2 of them there. So let's go through Freddy's strengths and weaknesses. His obvious weakness, as you just saw there, is the time it takes to get a survivor into the dream world from when you first put them to sleep. His base time without any add-ons is 7 seconds, so as I mentioned earlier, with the Z block you can take this down to 5 seconds. As you can see, the survivor is trying to miss a skill check. This is where you want to be putting as many people into the dream world as possible, 2, 3, 4 if possible. Get them all into the dream world. This is Freddy's strong point. The more the merrier in the dream world, because it will greatly reduce their actions. Ruin is still up at the minute. So if you look down the bottom left, we have 3 of them in the dream world. So with the jump rope, they are going to be taking their time doing any actions at all. So yeah, going back to Freddy's weaknesses, is he can get loot, as can most killers, and the survivors know that the length of time to put you asleep is a fair time. But his strengths, let's go through Freddy's strength. His main strength, of course, until you pull him in the dream world, Freddy, you cannot see Freddy, so you have no idea where he is. You're going by the lullaby sound for the direction, but it can be quite difficult to ascertain where Freddy actually is. So there's a lot of mind games. That's a massive plus point for Freddy, is mind games. Survivors don't really know where you are. Again, rinse and repeat, get people in the dream world. If we can get the hit on them, we'll get the hit on them. If not, they can run away. and they have to get on a generator if they're not injured. If you don't injure them, the only way they can get out the dream world is to be woken up by another survivor, or by failing a skill check on self-care or a generator. So if you can get as many as you can into the dream world, it will make your job a lot easier and slow down the repairing of generators. 4-man session with friend, as do most killers, will cause Freddy all sorts of grief. This is why you don't see many people playing Freddy up in the high ranks, but if you've seen any of my other videos, you know I like playing the lesser killers. You will see me playing the Spirit, the Wraith, Freddy. I'm not one for doing hillbillies, because, you know, you could argue Michael Myers and some of the others are a little bit strong. I do play the other killers, but I like to play the lesser killers. Sometimes play the pig as well. So if I can get Freddy... Oh, there's Ruin gone. Lasted quite a long time though. I got a couple of hooks before they went. As you see with the corn, it is notoriously difficult. Freddy hasn't got the best vision. That's where monitoring abuse will help you, give you a 10-degree better field of view. So we're going to put 1, 2, 3 of them back in the dream world. At the moment, 5 generators are still up. I can hear someone self-caring nearby. And they got out just in time there. So we'll put them back into the dream world. Again, bottom left, 1, 2, 3. Good dodge there. 3 of them in the dream world, the other one's injured. So they're not. Their priority is not to be repairing generators, because they need to get out the dream world. It will take you forever and a day to try and repair. As you can see, Discordance is now showing me I have 2 of them far side, so I'm going to make my way straight over there. Discordance is a very underrated perk. It is a Legion perk if you want to get it. Freddy doesn't quite get across the map as quick, but that's not a problem. We'll get another one in the dream world. See if we can get this survivor onto a hook, if possible. Keep putting the pressure on. Freddy is all pressure. Pressure, pressure, pressure. You don't want to be camping. Definitely not camping hooks. Move on. Get more people asleep. I hear her. Just gotta locate her. Still hear her crying. She's hiding somewhere nearby. So we have... There she is. We have 3 of them injured. Hopefully get this one on the hook. If she was using Iron Will, I probably wouldn't have found her there. Again, we're not going to camp, we're going to move on. We're looking for barbecue and chili. It doesn't look like they're working on any of the generators, unless they're using the perk. It's called Distortion, where it stops your aura showing. So we're going to go around to check the gens, see what's happening. Again, headed for the corn. Which way did she go? Oh, she went that way. She's trying to wake up with self-care, and she managed to do it, but that's not a problem. Back in the dream world you go. Good dodging. You're not letting them settle at all. They are not settling. You're not giving them a chance to have a free reign of the gens. You can hear that gen's being worked on, and it's nearly done. again. 1, 2, Dream World. We can see that he's gone straight on the gen across the way. He's actually coming back for some strange reason. He's now out of the game, so we know he's going to go straight on the gen to wake himself up. I'm hoping that the jump ropes will stop him, and it does. So we're going to give this gen a kick in the meantime. Stop him getting the 2 gens done, which will allow the hatch to open. So we have 1 down, 1 about to be hooked, and 2 survivors that are healthy. Will Barbecue and Chili show us where they are? We have 1 showing far side. I'm trying to make sure this gen doesn't get repaired. Oh, there we go. We're down to 3 gens. So the hatch will now open. This is where the mind games kick in. They'll hear the lullaby, but they won't know from which direction it's coming. They've got away pretty well there. They have left no scratch marks. Footsteps. Dream World. Is she going to go into save? No, she's going to move away. Another gen done. We know where the last survivor roughly is. And drop that one. So we've slugged that one. He is going to die. No, he's not. She's coming in for the save. Dream World before we do anything. And we're gonna have a little look. We know that they're both in the Dream World. It'll be a long time for him to actually heal his survivor up into the injured state. There were other survivors on the far side of the map on a generator. I'm hoping that the jump rope will stop him from getting the heal or the failure of the generator. And this should be the game wrapped up, unless they're having Unbreakable. So a quick recap on how to play Freddy. Again, I wouldn't recommend him at rank 1 against 4 session with friends. But get as many people as you can in the Dream World. That is your first and foremost objective. If you can get 2 or 3 of them in the Dream World at the same time, make your job a lot easier. Now I'm happy to stop them repairing the 5 generators on Coldwind Farm, because there is one heck of a lot of hiding places. So we got the ritual done, and I hope the build gave you some ideas. You could always tweak it. If any of you Freddy mains have any alternatives or things, changes I could do better, put them in the comments and I'll gladly have a look at them. Improvements that could be made, but I feel this build works pretty well, especially with Freddy, who is notoriously known as the first or second weakest killer in the game. It at least puts you on a level playing field. But this is iChaotic bidding you farewell. Hope the video's helped you, and I'll see you very soon. Thanks for watching.